Alright guys, here we are. So the first thing we gotta do to the Jeep is get it disassembled. So the first thing to take out is the engine. So our plan is we're just gonna take the whole front clip off, including the hood, and then we'll take out the engine, transmission and transfer case, stuff like that. So before we start, we're gonna give it one last run before it either never runs again or hopefully runs better than it did. So yeah, here we go. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is simply just unbolt these hinges and take the hood off. So let's get started. I'm ready.
Ready? Oh wait, I think it's clipped again.
Did we pull a wire off?
Yes, we did.
Oh, okay. Let's put it down over here.
Where do you want it?
Alright, so now that the hood's off, there's like all these little things like this, the latch, this dank light, these like plates, stuff like that, and then on the other side we got like the hooks and stuff. So we're just going to take all that stuff off now. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is disconnect the battery and take it out, along with like this holder down thing, and yeah. So let's do that so we don't shock ourselves or short circuit. Now we're going to take out the yum. I don't see any holes though, so I don't know. It's pretty good. You want to yank this battery tray out while we're here? Yeah. Alright, so now we're gonna yank this battery tray. Alright, so I take back what I said. This thing's freaking nasty. Like, there's a hole. So I think what we'll do, maybe later on down the road, is make one and just weld these brackets to it. Make one that's really nice. Alright, so now we've got some miscellaneous brackets. I think this one went to the battery. And then we have our, I don't know, our engineering there, I guess. I don't know what this does actually. Yeah, so the things you find on an old vehicle. Alright, so there goes these. So yeah, they're there. Now we're gonna take these out too. Pretty easy. Just a nut here, and then I don't know. Wait, hold on. Is this welded?
No, it was a bolt. I already took it out.
Okay, so yeah, a bolt. Sweet. All right, so someone put these horns on there. I mean, they work, so we're probably gonna keep them, but I don't know why you need a spring there and stuff. I've never really done horns before, but. And now we're just taking off this box. It just has some screws, so yeah. We're just trying to get everything off the fenders so we can take them out. So now we're just getting rid of this thing. Honestly, that's the one thing we're kind of worried about in this whole build is wiring. But we're going to get a new wiring harness, so we're not really concerned with this old wiring. Especially because like 3 out of 5 things are actually connected and there's just so many loose wires. So yeah. We're going to take this mystery thing off. I don't know, it's obvious. I think it holds some sort of reservoir or something. I'll have to do some research as to what exactly it is, but it's gonna go.
From the heater core.
Yeah, true. I don't know. We got one more mystery mount, and then we'll be able to take the fender off. So we're gonna. All right, so now we have this marker light wiring harness. It just goes right into there. Yeah. All right, so now we're taking out these mounts here, these bolts here, for the fender, and then also there's some bolts here on the inside that go into the radiator support thing. So yeah, after we get all these out, we'll be able to pull the fender off, hopefully without much. So there's also this like I don't know, like it's just a piece of trim, and then that has one nut right there. So we're gonna pop that off, and then should be able to take the fender off. Yep, alright, there we go. It looks pretty bare with no fender here. Starting to get excited. Alright, so now we're going to do the same thing to the driver fender. We'll pop this out as well as the reservoir tank. It's kind of dumb stuff. And this vacuum thing, we'll pop all that out.
Now we're gonna take off this trim piece on the other side.
Hey guys, wait. Oh, that's so gross. I'm pulling as hard as I can.
What do you think that stuff is? It looks like epoxy used to help hold in all the wires.
How does...
They're like decomposed.
It does, dude. Look, it like dripped.
There's in the other box.
Dude.
I know this one.
That's so gross. Now we're gonna take out this vacuum thing that only one vacuum line is actually connected to. Alright, so while Jason's taking off this wiring harness, we decided we're gonna leave this like holder for that vacuum box, and we're just gonna undo that support there and then that support there, and then we'll take off our fender bolts there and here. You can see that, and then we're gonna take the fender off. All right, starting to look pretty bare with no fenders or anything. So I think the next thing we're gonna do is take off all these little Torx.
We might actually just take the radiator out. We have room.
Yeah? Okay. Well, then we might just take the radiator out, and then we can get to the wires and stuff, and then we're gonna start messing with the engine. Hopefully get that out tonight. So this is pretty cool. It seems like the only thing holding the grill in is this one little like bushing with a nut on it on the other side. So once we take that off, we'll take the grill out. Yeah.
We got the headlight wires.
Oh yeah, we gotta undo the wires, but we got the radiator free now. Well, here, we could probably take the nut off, the nut out before, and then we can pull the grill back.
Alright.
Either way, probably not gonna film the rest of this. We're gonna take that nut off and then undo the headlight wires, just unplug. Then we'll have the grill out. Figure out what this goes to. Probably headlight. Alright, so we got the wiring harness out, and now we're gonna yank the grill out. There we go. Sweet. Wow. Now there's literally nothing. This is crazy. Alright, so I mean, this is gonna be so easy to pull. But so now our next order of business is basically just getting rid of this rat's nest of wires. And honestly, because we're not going to be reusing this motor, we're just going to kind of yank it out. I do want to sell it though, so yeah. So yeah, now let's just yank some wires off. Not going to probably film it because it's kind of boring. Alright, so there's the harness. We unplugged it from there and basically just went from here and looked for anything it was plugged into. So now we're just gonna drain the fluid, radiator, transmission, and oil, and then we're gonna probably pull it. Actually, I mean, we're gonna try to take as little off as possible. Probably just the air cleaner stuff, you know. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. My mom's gonna be so mad. Dude. Why did you just pull the whole... Why did you do that?
Dude, it did come off. Okay, but now it's good.
Dude, get a towel. Hurry. It's good. It's going. It's
I gotta hold it right here. Wait, okay.
Alright, time to sacrifice the towel. Alright, so after that mess, we're gonna drain the oil and the transmission fluid. Yeah. We're probably not gonna film that because coolant's usually the only thing that freaking spills everywhere, so. Alright. Alright, so I don't know if you can see that, it's pretty dark, but now we gotta drop the transfer case skids. And then we have to take the drive shafts out. So yeah, but we're really close. Alright, so now before we can take this, we actually just figured out this kind of skid plate actually is the crossmember. So we're gonna pull the drive shafts out first. You just unbolt it and then they slide out. And then we can drop this, and then the engine and transmission will be crooked like this. And then we'll be able to pull the engine out. Alright, so I think I'm going to yank this air filter off. And then I'm going to find a couple mounting points so we can yank this engine out.
Now we got the drive shaft out.
Sweet. Now we'll do the front. So we're gonna do the same thing in the front. And look at how dinky that is. That's crazy. Huh.
Is it
I think that's gonna hold up to the V8 power.
Yeah, dude.
Apparently,
Oh,
no.
wait, are you serious?
No one said it had any issues.
Oh goodness, I can't even get at this.
Alright, so here we are. We're on an alternator bracket there. And we're actually using a load leveler this time, so that should actually be really good. And we got a manifold bolt in there. So yeah. And that is the sound of... What are you taking out? Oh, okay, so now we're dropping the crossmember. So yeah, big things. Alright, so now we're...
I think that's free.
Alright, take your side out.
Is yours all the way out?
Is yours all the way out?
Okay, I just gotta get mine now.
Okay, that's the here. Alright, so now we're just taking the exhaust off. It looks like there's just two studs there.
So we took the transfer case shift linkage out, and all we did was undo this one bolt right here, and then you just kind of twisted it off of this linkage right there and got it out. And now,
yeah, now I'm just dropping the entire exhaust. There's just some bolts on a hanger, so shouldn't be too bad.
so we just got the shifter out. We took off the little inspection plate thing from here, and there were just 3 bolts, and the linkage came right off.
Okay, there it is.
So engine mounts. Oh, there's probably some line going somewhere.
Here, pull this out. Where the camera's at.
So I just took off this little attachment from the back of the transfer case, and now we're going to take off this spring. Sorry, we're going to take off this spring from the some linkage to the... Oh, this is a clutch.
Oh, we've never seen one of those before.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah.
Alright, so now we're just taking out these engine mount bolts, and then we'll be able to, all we'll have to do is just pull it, really. And then I think what we're going to do is when the engine's up, we're just going to try to jiggle out all that clutch linkage.
Yeah, and for the clutch linkage, we just undid the spring and
and there's 2 bolts right here.
What?
See these 2?
Oh, so yeah, we
So
probably
just undo these, and that'll be
undo
fine.
those 2, and then we undid a cotter pin down in there.
Ready? I guess.
Alright, start pulling it. It's pretty free.
I think you turned off, dude.
Alright, let's just
Alright. Tell me what's... Oh god, it's gonna go like... Okay, let's get like this part. Like right on the edge. Actually, let's... Now I'm gonna turn it. Hold on still. Alright, now let's lower it so it's not jacked like this. Like lower it slowly.
Oh shit.
Or pull back first.
Gas is everywhere.
Pull back first.
Is that good?
Yeah. And let's lower it like this. And we'll set it.
Set it on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be better than having like on the hunter.
Oh no. Stop.
Yeah, I stopped. They're jacking it up.
Shit. What happened to stop on this?
Yeah, you caught it all. A lot of other times.
Alright, so that's it for now. As you can see, the engine's out. It's looking pretty good. I'm starting to get, I mean, next thing, you know, we're probably gonna take the body off. Before that, we're probably gonna do a roll cage, stuff like that. So yeah, if you like this video, you should totally subscribe because there's gonna be a lot more of this thing in the future, including paint, a 350 swap, stuff like that. So, sweet. Thanks for watching and be sure to subscribe.